Did I speak to the spirit of a Victorian murderer in an old courtroom, and did he make me physically unwell? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Apologies first of all, it has been absolutely ages since I posted a video. There is a reason for that, which I will explain at the end of the video. But I want to talk today about somewhere that I went to a couple of days ago. I went to visit my friend Hayley in Brecon. She's been on the channel before, and she lives in Brecon, so me and my daughter, we got the bus, went down there, and she showed us around the old museum there, which I'd never been to before. And it's a really interesting building because it actually has an old Victorian courtroom, and this was actually a courtroom in Victorian times, and it's still there. It's all been restored and you can walk around it. And back then they had the death penalty, so a lot of people would have been sentenced to death in that courtroom. And what's really cool about it as well is in the dock where the people would have stood as they were sentenced, you can actually see the steps going down to the cells underneath where they would have been sort of kept while waiting for their trials. And I didn't think at the time when I was there that I was going to get a chance to be able to do a spirit box session, but I brought it with me just in case because you never know, and I got lucky. So yeah, basically further up in the museum, we were on one of the higher floors and it was really quiet. There was nobody around. So I said to my friend, I said, do you think we can get away with doing a bit of a paranormal investigation? And she was like, so I was like, okay, and I whipped it out, and I wasn't able to do a very long session. I didn't do it loud because the good thing about this is there is a volume button on it, so you can basically do completely silent sessions if you want to in places where the noise might disturb people. So that's what I did, and I got some really relevant weird stuff through to do with the courtroom. Before I show you the footage I got and what came through, I should probably mention something, which is that as soon as I started, as soon as I was in this courtroom, I felt really weird. Like, I sort of like pick up on vibes in places. I think everybody can do this if they tune into it. But I get it quite strongly. I first noticed it when I was a teenager. I went to York Minster and I had to leave because it was so intense, this like energy. It was starting to make me feel unwell, and I noticed I was feeling like the same kind of thing in this courtroom. And I'm not saying it was paranormal, it might not be, but I just had a funny turn. I don't know what happened, but like half an hour after leaving this museum, I was actually like physically sick, which isn't like me at all. So that was really strange. I know a lot of people can get affected spiritually in places where there's said to be a lot of negative energy and potentially negative entities and things like that. So I don't know if that was, it could have been a number of things, but that was really weird, so I thought that was worth mentioning. So as a result, I didn't really get as much footage as I would have liked to have got. I wish I'd done more, like, well, some actual video in the courtroom area, but at the time I didn't think I was going to be able to do a session. So there's a little bit of video up in the top bit, but again, I would have done more filming, but I just wasn't feeling right at all. But this is what we got. Have a listen to this. We're in a museum. To what extent can we get away with a paranormal investigation right now? Let's find out. Okay. So I'm actually, I think it's because of just see, you can record silently. See, I'm recording silently right now. Oh yeah. So have we got anything on the K2?
I do this.
Oh yeah, that's
it's because you're like
yeah.
jerking.
Yeah. Yeah. But if there are any spirits here that want to talk to us, you can through this.
You can.
And nobody can hear a thing because I got the volume down. So I have no idea what this is recording, but I'll check it out when I get home. I might just do a little bit of, see if we can just... There's something coming through that. So I'll just do a session, but as you can see, while that's recording, we have a very old 1,000-year-old canoe. And we have like lots of Victorian things, which I'll have a look around afterwards. Some massive bellows over there. And yeah, this is in an old courtroom, in the building that housed an old courtroom. And yeah, if there's any spirits here, you can talk to us through this. You getting any paranormal activity going on there? No. Bear in mind, lots of things can spike EMF.
I'm trying not to twitch my fingers, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I'll leave this at that. I don't know what's on that. I'll check it when I get home. This is the old canoe.
I don't like over.
Hang on. Yeah. AD 760 to 1020. So that's really old. So we've just done our session next to that. Wow. So Hayley knows all about the history of the area.
All I know is from Langos Lake, and it's well old.
Well old. There we go.
Well old.
This is also well old. What have we got?
This is the tools they would have used, people who lived at Langos Lake all those thousands of years ago.
There's some taxidermy here.
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
There's even a great spot
Oh, the
woodpecker
woodpecker.
and a owl, some sort of, I think it's goldfinch,
Yeah.
and a couple of other
Oh, really cool.
Isn't it?
The taxidermy forest
Yeah.
was when I was a kid. You just
It's a big bird.
I think that's a raven.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
massive.
Caca.
Wow. And they've got some more Victorian things around here. So yeah, I wondered, I'll have to let you know if anything came through that session, because I can do it sort of quietly, but I couldn't hear anything. So I'll check it when I get home. So yeah, were there still spirits of Victorian convicts hanging around, if you excuse the pun? Murdered came through 3 times, which is kind of a bit worrying, and hanged. There was stuff that was like, seemed to be suggestive of somebody who was executed for murder. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments below. It was only a short session and I kind of wish I could have done a bit more. But yeah, that was really interesting. Some bits were frustratingly faint. I didn't hear them at first, but I went over it a second time and turned the volume up, and I was like, there's something there. Like, I could hear speech under it, and I just went over and over and over and over it. And then I find if you do that long enough, it will jump out at you and you'll be like, that's it. Again, it may not be 100% accurate because it was so faint, but there was definitely something there. So yeah, just to sort of finish up, the reason why it's taken me ages to make a video is because I actually did a session at home. Sometimes I do sessions just for myself, just for my own curiosity. And a few weeks back, there was a high profile murder. I won't mention any names, but just for my own interest, I thought, can I contact the spirit of that person? Because I'm really interested to see whether this can potentially be used to like solve crimes and mysteries and things like that. I've had so many accurate and relevant responses through this that I'm kind of intrigued by the possibility of whether we could contact murder victims and get potential evidence from them. So I did try and see if I could make contact with the spirit of this person. I believe a few times their very distinctive voice did come through. And I thought, do I make a video about that? Do I not? I wasn't sure. I did another session a few days later. I wasn't reaching out to this person at all then, but their voice came through again and they said something really controversial. And I was like, okay. And so then I was like sitting on this for ages thinking, I've got to make a video about this, but like also I kind of don't want to make a video about it because I try and keep things like away from the controversy and stuff on this channel. I don't really want to attract that kind of viewership and things like that, so I probably won't make the video. I don't know what to do. It was really weird. Yeah, but I still don't quite know what to make of that, because I try and do like history and things like that. I try and keep away from anything of a sensitive nature, so I might just let more time pass and then kind of see how things pan out and then make the video. I don't know. If you've got any thoughts on that, do let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you did. Love and light to you all. Stay curious. Bye.